How much is Matt Murdock willing to give up if it means protecting Hell's Kitchen? Well, let's hop into the pages of Daredevil issue number 16 and find out. Well, alright then, picking up from where the last issue left off, we join Matt and Elektra in their post-coital bliss. And why yes, they do indeed look like they kept their masks on the entire time. Make of that what you will, which is a joke I would normally make, but then literally the comic starts making stuff of the fact that they did that. Now, Elektra, through her own highly evolved spy network, discovers that Wilson Fisk is in the hospital, seemingly being beaten near to death by the Stormwind twins. As I said in the previous issue, Matt and Wilson have been fighting the same enemy this whole time, they just don't know it yet, and now Matt figures it's time that the Kingpin see a ghost from his past. Their exchange is absolutely beautiful, by the way. The Kingpin just says no. Matt naturally assumes if there's something bad happening in Hell's Kitchen, surely the Kingpin has to be involved one way or another, but for once, Wilson's hands are totally clean on this one. And in a surprise twist, the Kingpin is actually a little shocked that after all this time, after walking away from it all, Daredevil is still obsessed with Hell's Kitchen, where the Kingpin couldn't be more far beyond it. Yes, they're both fighting the Stormwinds right now, but Daredevil is playing checkers while Wilson is playing three-dimensional chess, and it seems like as it stands right now, they're not going to be any help to one another. Now, elsewhere in Hell's Kitchen, we check on in with Izzy Libra. She had kind of made a devil's deal with Hammerhead in hopes of keeping the Owl out of her territory. Only, shocker, the full-time gangster and part-time supervillain can't be trusted. He's already flexing his muscle all over Hell's Kitchen and acting like he runs the place. Geez, I bet Izzy feels pretty stupid now knowing that her idiot son was 100% correct in not getting in bed with Hammerhead. And hey, while we're on the subject of people being right, Cole Norse strolls into the NYPD office even though he was fired not so long ago. He plays hardball with the chief, saying that whatever the Stormwinds or the powers might have on her, he's not going anywhere. In fact, he wants to be moved off the superhero division and instead concentrate on taking down the Owl. He knows full well this will only paint an even bigger target on his back, seeing as all the dirty cops who tried to kill him once before in the precinct shootout are already taking money from the Owl, but North doesn't care. He says he's going to see this through, and then when it's done, he's going to go off to join internal affairs so he can further clean up the city. Now, Matt is at a bit of a loss right now. Kingpin didn't give him the information he wanted, so instead he's decided to slow things down and listen to the city with his super senses. As Matt said, this is usually how he would figure out what low-level drug dealer to beat up, but now he's listening for different reasons. It's a way for him to find his own little bit of solace, a way to kind of listen to God's cosmic plan if there is one and what he should do next. Granted, it's Elektra who has their next plan. They're gonna hit the Stormwinds where it hurts rich people the most, in the old bank account. You may notice Elektra suddenly seems pretty proactive, where before she only really seemed interested in helping rebuild Daredevil. The reason for that might be that, get this, the Stormwinds have hired actual ninjas to guard their shit. Well, some are former ninjas, some just practice in the ways of the ninja, which, you know, as a professional ninja herself, Elektra takes offense to. Where does one hire ninjas? Craigslist? Fiverr? I'm asking for a friend. The plan goes off mostly without a hitch, Daredevil and Elektra being able to steal billions of dollars from the Stormwind's private account and disseminate it through a series of different charities. Basically, they just became the Robin Hoods of Hell's Kitchen, and the best part is, it's not like the Stormwinds can just try and get the money back. That's a pretty bad look even for evil billionaires. Though officially now, Matt Murdock is in the crosshairs of the Stormwinds, which is not a very good place to be, as we've seen with Wilson. But at least whatever new dangers the future has to offer, at least Matt and Elektra can do it together, right? Only maybe not. Elektra, in her true underhanded roots, kinda maybe helped herself to $1 billion of the stolen money, you know, a rainy day fund, a slush fund in case her and Matt ever want to, you know, abscond somewhere. Naturally, Matt isn't having any of this, and the two seemingly break up all over again. And so that was Daredevil issue number 16, everybody, and once again, Chip Zdarsky delivers a great comic story with a ton to chew on. Daredevil was one of my top 10 favorite comics of 2019, and it looks like we're going strong in 2020 as well. I know as a reader I kept waiting to see Daredevil and Kingpin finally get to meet up again, and I love that they do in this issue, but they could not be less on the same page. But maybe, just maybe, when they do get on the same page, when they realize New York and Hell's Kitchen might actually be better served with both of them balancing out the superhero world and the underworld, man, they could be unstoppable. Overall, I'd give this one another 8 out of 10. Really solid comic book reading. Hey there everyone, it's your pal Cape Joel again, and if you're seeing my face right now, that means you watched at the end of the video, and I'll always be grateful for that. Retention helps in this crazy YouTube game, and so does becoming a patron. If you head on down to the description, you can find a link to my Patreon page. Recently just redid all the tiers, a lot of cool stuff offering up there, exclusive commentaries, exclusive polls, behind the scenes concept art for Capes and Quest. That's the brand new D&D show I've started soon. Never been a better time to become a patron. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month and help the channel grow and, help me continue to deliver content like what you just saw. So I want to thank you all, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.